How's it going, Demetrius? You guys are up 17-0, and then LSU kind of finds its rhythm. In your mind, what was it that allowed them to kind of find their rhythm and settle in and start getting back in the game?
Yeah, obviously they are a fellow team in the SEC. They have a great staff, great players. We kind of pretty much just shot ourselves in the foot, just trying to overcompensate. People not really doing their jobs. Big games like that, everybody wants to make the play and say, hone it down, just doing what you're supposed to do. But again, the props goes to them. They're a great team, led by a great coach. They're gonna make plays, and that's the SEC, where games will be close, games will be tight, and be won at the end, just like how this one was.
Hey, Demetrius, hope you're doing well, man. With the missed tackles in the game, it seemed like you guys had a lot of them, especially in the second half. What do you kind of chalk that up to? Is it just the fatigue or just not, wrapping up enough?
Yeah, that just comes down to practice, making sure we practice it, make sure we have great practice habits as we go throughout the week. That's something that's, not technical-wise that you have to stress about. That's just something where they come into a game more focused. That, again, goes to, guys trying to overcompensate to make plays that they usually wouldn't make. Just make the plays that come to you and get the guys on the ground. And that's ultimately what it would come down to.
I got a couple for you. One, I know last week was a disappointment, but just through a quarter of the season now on the whole, how do you feel about this linebacker room and its performance? And two, with Bengali specifically, you two are the new guys in the room. What's it been like playing with him, kind of getting to know him through 3 games?
Yeah, it's been great playing with him, especially IQ-wise. He is very talented, of course, on the field, but off the field as well. And that's a lot of things that they look at the next level. Of course, can you fit gaps? Can you cover receivers, or not receivers, but running backs and tight ends? But do you really know the game? Can you get up on the board and write and draw X's and O's, talk X's and O's, and not feel stressed or, I guess, chicken out, if another way to say it, but knows what he's talking about on and off the field. Great guy to come to get pointers on for myself. So you never stop learning. So I always learn a thing or two coming up and asking him questions, picking his brain a little bit.
With the way that game went for you guys, tough loss and all the conversation about it,
Right.
how do you guys as a team, try to get past that and move on and try to not let it beat you again?
Yeah, we come right back to work. That's what it is. The whole motto since Sunday, immediately after the game, has been don't let it linger. Don't dwell on it. It's in the past. Bad calls, bad whatever you want to say. Don't let it linger. It's on the Akron now. We're not playing LSU again. We could, but right now it's week 4. We're on to the next opponent. It's Akron, and we're going to focus on making sure that we improve the things that we didn't do well this past Saturday, and make sure we perform at the highest level this Saturday.
Defensively, what can you take away from a game like that? Like, what were some of the good things that you feel like you guys did that you can build upon for this week?
Yeah, I mean, really everything we did is good. You can take good out of even the bad. The missed tackles, it brings you to the point of humility. Coach White talks about that a lot. That you have to be humble, remain humble. Don't get too high, don't get too low, remain in the middle. So, of course, with the missed tackles, that kind of humbled us a little bit, that we need to rely more on technique. And remember, again, going back to doing your job. Don't, if you got the guy to the flat, take him to the flat. You got the receiver here, stay on him. But not your eyes in the backfield on the quarterback, because your guy can run past you. Just doing your thing and then being technique savvy.
After that many penalties in a game, how has Coach Beamer, Coach White, and everyone else adjusted things to make sure there's discipline on Saturdays?
Yeah, we've just been doing the same thing. Don't make things close. Don't worry about the officials. Just play our game. Play our brand of football. Be who we say we are, that's the main motto. Not just on Saturdays, but throughout the week, Mondays, Tuesdays, through Friday. Be who we say we are, and don't alter from that. Appreciate y'all.